Okay, good morning, everybody. It's 10:46. Um, Excuse me as I pull my nose. I don't want to do that on a camera. I got a doctor appointment going around 10:55, so I got to make this quicker than I usually do. Figured I'd put some lights going on, right? Make it interesting. And guys, I own different clothes. I figured I would just put something else on. Maybe I'll put something different on every single day so you guys know that I actually have different stuff, um, to wear. That's, I guess, could be considered a heck of a lot better than a shirt. But that one Sherpa, hey man, that's a really nice one. That's really nice one. Anywho, enough of that crap. And this is a really nice shirt. This is my Celebrate Recovery Fight Back Relay for Life shirt back in 2013. I was team captain back in 2013 at the Y in New York. We raised, I don't know, a lot of money, $42,000, I think. A really good friend of mine on the team, Gary, raised a whole lot of money through his people at work and stuff. Unfortunately, he passed away like a year later, actually. Wasn't able to make it to the next relay. Gary, I called him Uncle Gary because he was like family to me, and I was just like, Uncle Gary, and he was black. So it was funny, because I was like, he's my Uncle Gary. I just loved him so much. I mean, of course, I still love him. And I still keep in touch with the kids and with the family and stuff, and send them my love. So anyway, yeah, I really had to, again, force myself out of bed, but I'm glad I did. We're trying out a new med that's making me really groggy and tired in the morning. But it actually does help with a lot of the symptoms, some of the symptoms, not a lot, but some of the symptoms of pain and sleep. Of course, I'm really groggy, but still it was rough sleeping with the shoulder pain. So it's still, we're still deciding whether or not, look at my hair, whether or not to keep using it or try another one. But we'll keep trying. I guess hasn't worked that great because I haven't been able to eat anything in 2 days. I do drink a protein drink and coffee, caffeinated, decaf coffee, with not a lot of creamer, but creamer in it. Coffee's not that great. I mean, it's an acid, it's acidic. You gotta make sure I keep brushing my teeth. It's not good for your teeth either because it breaks down the enamel. Just a little lesson for everybody about coffee. It is good. Has antioxidant, things in it. I can't speak in high lingo or whatever. But it has antioxidants in it, and it's good in a lot of ways. So whatever. But for me, it's just warm and it's soothing the stomach, and my insides just warms, and it doesn't. Yeah, so it just feels good, and that and Boost, or another protein. Quick, actually, I use. So, it's kind of scary, but I've been here before. I just can't afford to lose too much weight. So, I'll keep I'll keep trying. I did try, 2 days ago to eat, and I could only eat like this much before I was actually vomiting it up. And even now with the coffee, sometimes it's so natural now, it's just stupid crazy, where I just throw up and I threw up right out on the kitchen floor this morning, and then just cleaned it up and just kept on going about my business like nothing happened. And then like when I ate ice cream that I had, I just kept throwing it up and up and up and up and up, like, I don't know, 20 times before it finally went down. So that's where I'm at. It could be very terrifying, but I'm not going to allow it to be. I'm just going to check the past and say, yep, I've gone through worse and gotten through it. Just keep fighting. Take everybody's advice, all you guys' advice out there. That really means a lot to me. When I need it the most, man. I read something last night from a good friend of mine I just met. And I needed to hear that at that moment right before I went to sleep. And it really helped me actually calm my nerves and everything, and helped me go to sleep. And it's crazy, like a lot of people I meet, or everybody I meet, it's as if we've known each other our whole lives, and we become best friends immediately. It's amazing. And the video thing, I asked a friend of mine that sees them all in here, and they said that they could see all the videos. So I don't know what's going on. I can't see, like, I can only see so many of them, and only like 3 months of them. I can't see all the way back to last year, January. I think January 13th, I think, was when I started. But my friend says that they can see them all the way back that far. So I guess it's on my end. I have to figure out what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Oi. And I didn't even check it on Cindy's phone to verify that, but I should have. Maybe I'll have her do that today and see what she says too. Anyways, I guess, and let me know in the comments if you guys can see all the way back to January 1st last year, because that's a whole lot of content that I can't see. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe I have no idea why. But then there's a whole lot of glitches going on these days that we don't know why, Oh boy, just hold on, man. I found this in my pocket. I haven't worn this thing in a while. This hoodie, and I found this in the pocket. It says faith on it. It's a little Buddha. And this here, this represents the pineal gland in your brain. That's why it's like that, like a pine cone. Represents the pineal gland, third eye. Just letting you know why that looks like that does. Like a pine cone. It's on the Pope's staff. Check out the Pope's staff. It's on the Pope's staff. Why would the pine cone be on the Pope's staff if the pine cone is here on a Tibetan Buddha? What? Inquiring minds want to know, because then you go around the world with the nice, unbelievable. Pine cone, word recall, unbelievable. Pine cone. If you could look around the world and all the different churches and all the different religions and all the religions and stuff, and cultures, you'll find the pine cone in there somewhere. Yep, represents the pineal gland in your brain, which, like, the eye of Ra is basically the brain in the pineal gland where the eye is. If you guys didn't know, it's crazy. It's so much. I know too much, I think. But then again, I don't know anything. Let me tell you that. I know a lot of stuff about religions and spiritualities and belief systems and beliefs and cultures and all kinds of stuff from personal experience, mostly, but also stuff I don't know about. I study hard. When I was a kid, one of my favorite books was the dictionary. We didn't have much money when I was a kid, but the dictionary. I used to look up words, and then I used to just follow like the root and all that stuff, and then just keep going. I found out that like a word, you could continue to keep researching that one word, and then you can translate it back to like Greek and stuff, and I would to get the true meaning of each word that it came from. That was very interesting. Wow, that was eye-opening. And then I was learning different words and what they meant and stuff. And it was just, I don't know. I didn't think too many kids were picking up the dictionary to read it for fun. But I was, because I was really bored and didn't have too much to read. That and Choose Your Own Adventures, man. Those were cool books back in the 80s. Choose Your Own Adventures, you know. You'd read the book and it'd say, okay, which one you're going to pick, and then you'd go to, you know, choose this and turn the page, whatever, so and so, and then you read that, and that's what, you know, it was cool. Those were neat. All right, so obviously today I'm feeling okay. I'm just groggy and like out of it. But when I start off coffee in the morning, I drink caffeinated coffee. So this morning I drank 2 cups of caffeinated coffee. Uh-oh. Man, I used to drink coffee all day long, constantly caffeinated coffee all day long to keep going. And I had to stop that because it messed with my anxiety, and I can't have anxiety. So I had to chill out, but I was like, let me do 2 cups today. So, because I'm just really groggy, I was like, let me do something about this grogginess at least. Yeah, I just getting through the loss of my cousin Anne. She was amazing, so funny. I pray for her husband and her daughter and the whole family right now. And of course, I've told them that I'm there for them, and whenever they need to talk or need anything, to please come seek me out. So, and they know that. But just waking up knowing that, just the shock, like you lose somebody every day, every day the shock of it hits you. Is this a dream? No, it's not a dream, it's reality. And then how to cope, how to go on. And our loved ones who have left us would want us to go on. They would want us to be happy. They would want us to be happy for them, that they're in heaven and they're able to do anything they want to do, go anywhere they want to go, be with you and be around you and everybody at the same time that they love. They can do that. They have no body, so I'm just saying. I don't believe we just disappear and that's it. I believe we live on. Absolutely. That our consciousness and our spirit and our soul, consciousness, our soul lives on in just another form, obviously, without form, unless I guess you will it to be, at that point. I think that's how it would work. Because like when I see Preacher, I see him younger and a little smaller, and I'm like, that's interesting. And I just let stuff come to me. I don't try to visualize stuff the way I want to see it. I let stuff just come. I'm just open and then let things come in. And when I see him all the time, I see him actually younger and smaller, a little smaller. And I kind of got to laugh about that because, yeah, I would want to be younger, you know, in the afterlife if I have a choice. And it seems to me like you do. So yeah, I'd like to be younger and health in my prime, right? The best years of my life. Definitely want to be there. So I see most of my loved ones when I see them when they pass on. When I see visions of them, they're young again. Sometimes they're the same my age. Like when I saw my grandmother, she was the same age, a little younger actually, but still elderly, but definitely full of life and jumping around. She was playing cards. They were having a whatever they used to do, canasta, or I don't know what. They used to have these card parties where everybody went over and they all got in. I forgot what the game they played, what it was, euchre. I forget, man. But they filled up the house full of card tables and people playing cards and lots of fun. Man, they were always involved with the community and had people over and they were doing stuff all the time. It was amazing with the church and the lodge, the Masons Lodge. It was just amazing. Unbelievable. At 10:42, I got to go because I have to jump on at 10:55 on my neurology appointment. We're going to discuss my migraines. So good. I don't know what to do about that, but we want to tone down the amount of migraine medicine I have to take because it's not good for me to be taking as much migraine medicine as I am. So I get to see him. And we'll go over what to do about the migraine medicines or migraines. I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I've done. Like, for instance, these hearts here, right? I've made a lot of these hearts. Like these ones here change color with heat. These ones here change color with light. And see how they glow? I made them glow like crazy. It's actually getting, that's just what my finger was. All right, so I got those, and then I started making them like artistically, kind of like with splashes. This has got purple and blue. I think it's blue, yeah, blue. With that, which is glowing. That's glowing right now. I was kind of doing kind of a splatter kind of thing going on. Here's another one. And put some blue glow-in-the-dark powder in there too. But just like a kind of, I don't know, just checking stuff out. There's another one that's blue that's what it goes to when it's glow-in-the-dark, but normally it's blue, dark blue. And then, let's see, there's this one bowl here. I have these bowls and stuff, and here's this one bowl here. And this is the UV flashlight that really supercharges this stuff. But I made this glow-in-the-dark bowl. Look how bright that is. That's crazy. Crazy bright. So yeah, I can put my medication in there and never lose it at night. It's there. This stays glowing all night long. So all the stuff that I make glows all night, like everything. It's wild. All right, so then I got into making these kind of things. This was neat. These little jars, this stopper thing. These are really cool. And then I made it look like this, which is pretty cool. Purpley. Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. I got into making these things here, but then I started making them kind of artistically, and I don't know if you can see, but as they're kind of clear in there, and then there's the purple which is shiny purple, kind of in there dancing around, you know, kind of blobby. And at the bottom you can see through. And the top is kind of the same way. It's kind of blobby, but you can see it. How it's kind of, it's see-through in some parts, and then you can see the color that I put in there. And then together, you know, you get this. And I did it with blue, same kind of color, blue here. There you go. Same kind of idea. And I just let it pour out by itself. Let it kind of do its own thing, you know. A lot of that kind of stuff and in my work is just letting it do its own thing. And then it came up with this kind of beautiful design at the top. That's really neat. I think that's really cool. And together, you know, you got this little storage box here. So I did a lot of those, and then got, you know, those were just like plain color like this, that the chameleon that changes color. And then I made them glow in the dark, of course, and all that stuff. Then I got into making like containers. And like this is one of them around Christmas. This is a Christmas one, of course, which is really nice, I think. I got this container here I made, which is pretty neat. And then this container here, which is pretty cool. Like I said before, it lights up. This lights up in blue here, or because of the UV light. Here is it with just white light. White light makes it shine and glow. It's pretty crazy. And then I did this skull here, who you know, crystal skull, which is pretty awesome with the light. The light just makes this stuff just glow. And then this one here, I have platforms for them. These here that have lights in them that glow. So you put this on it and then you light it, you know, and it glows. Let's do it really quick, Chris. Shoot. Okay. Ta-da! You gotta have a crystal skull around, right? If you got that kind of power to make stuff, then hey, you know, pretty neat. Whoa! All right, so then there's that one, and then there's this one that can go on it. And then there's this. This is like lotus flower that I made. That can go on it. Yeah, so that's the base for some of them. I did these really wild pyramids that are just clear and then have a layer of sparkles on the bottom, so that when you look at them, you don't see, you know, all you see is sparkles. You know, you don't see any end to it. I have better examples. These are actually really, this one here, this cone one, this is pretty weird, came out weird, but just trying a bunch of stuff. Here's another candelabra that I mixed all the colors, reds and yellows, orange, and then the bottom here is purple and blue bottom. And yeah, so all right, there's some of my stuff I wanted to show you. Oh, containers. Here's another container I made, a chameleon color, changing like purples and pinks and blues. Then there's this container here. It's pretty neat. And then there's this one. These are cool. I'm gonna make a color of every color of the rainbow with these. I have made a red and a orange one so far, so I got a ways to go. They're not easy. These are hard to do because of the white and then you got to put this over the white, and sometimes it bleeds through, as you can see right here. It bled through, and that's a no-no. So I have to redo, and that means all this is lost. All right, 10:51. All right, I gotta go because 10:55 I have to be on Zoom. I just want to show you guys some of the stuff I make with love for the people that I love, and then it's amazing. Eventually I'll get the website going. I love my hair, sorry about all that, but hey, whatever. Sorry, I'll get it together. I'll try. Hey, you guys don't care. But I'm trying to get the website going. I'm working on that right now with a design company that does it for artists. So you gotta spend money to make money. That's always the motto. You know, you can't just, you gotta, you know, put stuff in to get stuff out. So oi. But the website, I have all these things and much more, paintings and other things that I make. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I make, like with rocks and you name it, I work with it and make it. So furniture. So I want to put all that on the website so you guys can see everything that I do and can have access to any of it, and then we can collaborate on any pieces that you want. I do that with people, and then are able to do that with people. I'm doing that with a dear best friend of mine right now, collaborating on a piece. It's going to be really cool. So speaking of that, I got the energy today. I'll get this studio cleaned up. I let everything go since Preacher died, basically, as you can understand. But it's time to clean house, clean up, get everything organized and in order, and start cranking out some stuff and get going on the one piece that I'm collaborating with and get that going. And it's always fun. So have fun, play, be happy every day if you can, right? What's life for then if you're not having fun and being happy? So then reevaluate that if you're not, so that you can be, or do it in some way. Get a fidget thing, I don't know. Do whatever you can, just a little bit. You wouldn't believe what I do to play, because I'm still a kid and I still have all the kid powers that you lose when you become an adult. I didn't lose those powers, I still have them. Thank God. Thank you, God, man. Because everything tried to take that from me. I'm telling you, holy cow, it hasn't been easy. But again, love yourself, because it's so important to love yourself. You sit there and say you love others, and if you don't love yourself, how the heck are you saying you love others then? And then it can be really bad, because if you don't love yourself and you're thinking you're loving others the best way you can, you've got to love yourself. It's got to start with number one. That's why they say in the airplane, put your oxygen mask on yourself. You have a baby first, and then give it to your baby. Because if you're passed out, if you're giving it to your baby and you're passed out, both of you are going to be passed out. So you got to give it to yourself. That's why they say that, to save both of you. Get it? All right. Okay, gang. I have faith in you and believe in you, just like you believe in me and have faith in me. You wouldn't be here if not. This is a whole nother thing, right? It's my medical situation, absolutely, but on the other hand, it's me putting out as much goodness and good news out there as I possibly can, and love, all the good stuff, you know, is that I can, all good advice. So okay, I gotta go. It's 10:55 now. It's time for me really to go. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you so much for your love and your support and your prayers. It means everything to me. Thank you for your time. I'll come back on later today and let you know how things are going, how things went, and how, you know, yeah, and show you what I'm doing. All right, wish me luck. I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, see ya.